Hello, and today I'll be talking to you about steady state exercise. Steady state exercise is when the body is producing and removing lactic acid at the same rate. For example, the picture on your left shows a woman on a treadmill. You would run on a treadmill for a long time to increase cardio, which would basically mean steady state exercise will be happening. During steady state exercise, the heart rate will increase depending on how intense the exercise. Over a long period of steady state exercise, you will find a decrease in resting heart rate. Blood pressure is affected both during and after steady state exercise. As we exercise, the diastolic pressure will rise and the diastolic pressure will decrease or stay roughly the same. During steady state exercise, vasodilation is a widening of blood vessels. This is because the relaxation of muscular vessels. As the blood vessels has got bigger, this helps oxygen get to muscle faster as the mass diameter of the vessels is larger. Stroke volume is the amount of blood pumped by the left ventricle of the heart in one contraction. Stroke volume and heart rate together determine the cardiac output. Starling's law suggests that the stroke volume of the heart increases in response to an increase in the volume of blood filling the heart. This is also known as end diastolic volume.
Tidal volume is the maximum amount of oxygen you can take in within one breath. Breathing rate is the amount of carbon dioxide and oxygen taken in and out within a minute. These will both rise with exercise and will rise within a few minutes of doing exercise. The majority of oxygen is transported in the blood by hemoglobin. Oxygen reacts with hemoglobin to make oxyhemoglobin. Oxygen is released by hemoglobin in places where there is little oxygen, such as exercising muscles. The curve starts off steep due to hemoglobin has a high affinity for oxygen. The lungs are rapidly saturated by oxygen. An increase in temperature will move the curve right, and a decrease in temperature in the air will move the curve left. More carbon dioxide in the lungs will change the pH levels.
These pH levels will change due to carbon dioxide being acidic. Muscle pliability. This means the muscles become easier to move and more flexible. For example, during a sports game such as football or ice hockey, players will stretch and work up a sweat to increase flexibility and reaction time. Reaction time is also known as speed of transmission. This means the reaction time from which your brain sends signals to the muscles to react.
The aerobic system is responsible for producing most of the energy supplied to the body. It is slow to produce, but is highly productive. Glucose is broken down in the presence of oxygen. Due to the oxygen presence, this enters a series of reactions. The electron transport chain. Hydrogen atoms form the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle enters the chain, passes along, combines with oxygen to form more ATP.
This cycle all happens in the mitochondria. Anaerobic glycolysis is the transformation of glucose to pyruvate when limited amounts of oxygen are available. Anaerobic glycolysis provides energy for a period of time from 10 seconds to 2 minutes. This allows for short, intense exercise